Today on Dad Bods and Hot Rod's Garage, we are in Kalnica, Slovakia.
And we're going to be test driving a mid-50s Tatra 603. Tatra is a Czechoslovakian car manufacturing company which produced the 603 from 1956 to 1975. It supports an air-cooled V8 engine that is mounted in the rear of the vehicle. The 603 had a manual transmission that was shifted on the column to give room in the floor for the front three passengers. The front seat also folded down into a bed. It was reserved for high-ranking party officials and heads of factories. Even if you had the money to buy a Tatra, you would not be able to do so unless invited. The Tatra 603's air-cooled V8 engine was 2.4-liter, 8.2-to-1 compression ratio, overhead valve, hemispherical head engine. It produced 104 horsepower and 122 foot-pounds of torque at 4,800 RPM. This car was made for diplomats or people of high status. They were very expensive, and even if you could afford one, you weren't allowed to buy one without special permission. It's a very rare car. It's very well restored. And then you can see through the vent. It's incredible. Just a beautiful car. And we're going to drive it today. There's a 4-speed manual on the collar, or on the tree they call it. The steering wheel's huge. I'm in the wrong gear. Is it 1, then 2? Which way? Kalnica. Kalnica. Steering's a little touchy. Goes from here all the way to the back of the car underneath the transit engine in the back. So all this shift linkage has to go through cables and rods down the column and under the floor. And it shifts great. Everything on this thing, it works amazing. It's a beautiful car, just amazing. 1955. This is what it would have looked like. It looks pretty much the same as it did then outside of the newer cars that are parked in the driveways, but the streets and the housing and all that stuff looks pretty much the same. So this is almost like going back in time to 1955 or so and driving this car where it would have been driven at that time. And it's just an incredible experience. I'm really glad that I came here and that our family has allowed us to enjoy this car and video and showcase it so you can see it as well. Not a lot of people here do classic cars like we do in the US, but it still gets the thumbs up, just like every other classic car. Everywhere you go, people love the classic cars. They just don't do as much of them here as we do in the States. So this is a rare car. It's a rare opportunity, and I'm very grateful for it. I don't know that I can imagine driving my 1953 through here, but this is great. And next, the Jag. This is a 1967 Jaguar E-Type, 4.2 liter 2+2. The family bought this vehicle from California, shipped it over to Slovakia, and began the painstaking task of restoring it over the years. It's in pristine condition now. It runs fantastic. We're going to take it for a drive, and you get to see what this beautiful 6-cylinder machine sounds like. The Jaguar E-Type, or the Jaguar XKE for the North American market, is a British front mid-engine sports car that was manufactured by Jaguar Companies Limited from 1961 to 1974. Its combination of exceptional aesthetics, advanced technologies, high performance, and competitive pricing established the model as an icon of the motoring world. The E-Types claimed 150 miles per hour and sub-7-second 0 to 60 mile per hour acceleration, largely unitarily body construction, front and rear independent suspension with disc brakes, mounted inboard at the rear, and rack and pinion steering distinguished the car and spurred industry-wide changes.
easier. I don't know where the problem is. The engine was resealed and everything,
Yeah.
and it just, I don't know. It's really rich, and I don't know why.
And what are the brakes on this? Are they drum or they disc?
Front is disc, rear is drum.
And that's factory?
Yes, I think this is the first car that has had factory front discs. The Ferraris had drums all around for a long time after these had discs.
Yeah.
And the sound is great. Yeah.
We don't have those in the States.
A lot of castles in Slovakia actually. I think it's the most castles per
country?
yes.
Sort of, yeah. I want to drive it and not kill it. I do know how to drive manual, I promise.
Saying it's not tuned actually really that great, so it could be better.
That's second gear, Steph. Thanks for watching this special edition of Dad Bods and Hot Rods Garage. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.